So I know that as we start our spiritual journey, especially if we're just starting, and I have certainly been this person, that I want to make progress, and there's like some behavior or something that I can't change, And so early on, and this is an early practice, and this absolutely works sometimes. So I'll explain that. But a good way to start is, if I haven't been able to just like affirm it and visualize it into changing, and sometimes why that doesn't happen is, our behavior distorts the suffering, the experiences that we want to shift. So one way to do this, and like I say, I have certainly done this, is to write. Write it out and say it out loud while you're writing it. Like how many times? 100. Every morning and every evening. Something like, thank you, God, for taking away, the one that's really popular right now is my craving for sugar, or my craving for glutens. I love glutens personally. I've never met a gluten I didn't like, Thank you, God, for taking away my craving for cigarettes, and you say, well, that's going to take a lot of time writing this out 100 times every morning, 100 times every evening. Okay, I'll cut you a little slack, 75, okay? 75, it's about 3 pages, but it's like, well, do you want to change or what? How badly do you want to heal? How badly do you want your life to get better? Put a little effort into it, right? So now hear this, please. I'm not even asking you to change the behavior. Keep doing the behavior. Have at it. Have at it. Live it up. Rip open a packet of sugar and throw it back. I don't care. That's not the point right now. The point is that you're writing every morning and every evening, thank you, God, for taking away my cravings for sugar or whatever, okay? And you're doing it again at night. Now, if you keep doing the behavior, every time, though, you rip open a packet of sugar or come home to a mountain of biscotti, as the case may be, you have to say, God, I surrender this to you. Okay? So first of all, thank you, God, for taking away my craving for glutens. And then the second thing is, God, I surrender this to you. Now, how long are you going to do this writing every morning and every evening? Let's start with 1 month. That seems reasonable to me. 1 month, right? Now, if you don't want to put some effort into it, well, then I can't help you. I know you just want like a metaphysical poof, and it just gets carried away by the elves at night, So, but now see, I say keep doing the behavior because personally, I don't do well with deprivation. That has not been a great success strategy for me, depriving myself of something, because I usually last about 2 hours, So now I also know that people have bigger things going on, right? And if you have tried something like this, so if you fall into the category of, well, I've tried that, I really have tried it, I've written in the morning, I've written in the evening, I've said it out loud in the morning, I've said it out loud in the evening, and I have not had great success with that, then this calls for something deeper, and what that deeper something is living your life differently. Because you're doing it your way clearly has not worked, right? I understand, and I'm quite a fan of my way. Really, I am. I am a very, very big fan of doing it my way. But sometimes my way just doesn't work. And so what I know spiritually now, after years of study and practice, is there is a state of consciousness where my problem, my drama, this thing that I'm going through, there is a state of consciousness where that does not exist. Isn't that good news? Right? There is a state of consciousness where it does not exist, and that's what I want. That state of consciousness is where we know God. And I know I need to know God. Right? That's really my goal. Because if I just keep trying to use God to pray this situation, this condition, this person away, if I keep trying to use God for that, that's ultimately unsatisfying, and there has been no fundamental change in consciousness. Right? There's no change in consciousness. I was just trying to get what I wanted or get what I wanted away from me or something like that. We're still trying to get happiness out of something that cannot ultimately give us happiness.